They benched Cardi, pulled in fried chicken. So this is laughing at that bench.
Throw him on the bench.
Throw him on the bench. We're putting in fried chicken, coach.
Well, yeah, they do. They are going to want to get practice with the roster right now. Fried chicken. I definitely want to see how well, because I know they do tend to try to experiment a little when we are in these scrims with things that they might not want to use elsewhere. Right now, we are kind of looking at the same bans we had before. This is basically it's basically seems like it is a stock of what was the first game when BTK also had the first pick, that Masha and that Franco. On the other side, we do see unfortunately, like, I mean, YSS, I feel like it's kind of a silly ban because, I mean, we're just piling up.
Respect. Respect. Put the capital R.
We're gonna run out of bans pretty soon if you just keep banning things that Zane is good on. That dude just has such a wide pool of characters that he plays well. You're better off trying to figure out something to counter it in the name of like some long ranged damage, maybe along with some sets. It's interesting too because they can close the distance very neatly, but we do still have that Valentina up. I mean, I don't see why.
I just don't know if it was doing what it needed to do, you know? Like, it was, of course, stealing ultimates of the other mages, but again, it came in clutch in some plays. But again, Valentina's her strongest power is stealing ultimates. And what happened is that BTK had a better comp to be able to counter a Yve when Valentina tried to utilize the real world manipulation, but they let the Wan slip through the cracks. Oh, this is where Valentina could come in clutch.
Yeah, she could. It just depends because she's not going to have, while she will be able to steal that crossbow of Tang from Zia, he will not, or Rekal will not have the attack speed that is needed to really make it do damage. When he does use the I am you on Valentina, if you're copying a physical damage hero, all it does is convert your magic damage into physical damage. It doesn't take the speed, so unfortunately it won't be as impressive when if you see a crossbow of Tang coming out of this Valentina.
Yeah, and the one thing that I haven't really seen and I'm actually liking from the side of BTK, even I'm not trying to like side with BTK, even though they're really far in the lead right now, but a Lunox against a Trizla and probably more tanky heroes to come from the Valley is probably going to be a devastating pick.
Yeah, unfortunately, it feels like as far as the tank meta, Mobazane and BTK are very comfortable leaving that behind here, especially against the Valley right now. We do see that Lunox picked up, and we do know that BTK did have a lot of trouble with that yesterday when they were taking on Area 77. That Lunox was absolutely chewing them up with a lot of their tank meta, and probably ultimately resulted in Zane and company not wanting to really run too many tank roams anymore. We do see how dominant they are. I mean, it's shades of last season and the funnel type a situation you can get in with these teams where you're basically feeding all of your gold to Zane and waiting for him to hit those levels where he's going to be crushing people. It remains to be seen how well this can do, because I mean, we've got a lot of mobility on the side of BTK here.
Yeah, and I mean, what were, and you called it last game absolutely to the nail. Like, just feed Mobazane, and you've seen it, and it paid off. But now we're seeing some interesting picks. We know Guapsi, again, like you said, he's like a swift army knife. He's very versatile in pretty much all jungle roles. Can he beat Mobazane to the lethal counter retry? Because my guess, Karina's banned. We're probably either going to see a Paquito or we're going to see a Dairoth pick for the jungle, I would suspect. But they pick up a Natalia on the Valley side. That's going to be strong
really
against
interesting.
Wanwan.
Yeah, against Wanwan, however, I mean, what are the other targets for it right now at this point? The one thing too, though, is with with that lethal counter and retry on Guapsi here with the Belmont, you have to get to that buff. You have to get to that objective first. You have to get to that turtle first. Otherwise, I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to try to zone you out with Kush. They're going to try to do the damage so that by the time he does get in there, Kush is going to be taking so much health away from him with that darkening ult. So I mean, like I said, it does percentage health damage. So I mean, we're gonna see how well that's gonna be able to come into play here, or if Guapsi's gonna be able to even get in there. I think we're gonna be looking at a Dairoth here. He's dancing. Nope,
it's the Paquito.
It is gonna be the Paquito.
It's
okay,
the
so
Paquito.
I have seen him play this before. He does enjoy it and he thinks it's really fun, but it's going to be interesting to see how well I can't remember if Paquito's abilities do pop somebody up, because if that is true, then Guap's going to have a little bit of trouble here then.
Yeah, they do initiate a little bit of CC. Not only did the Shark also pick Raph, which is going to be like the hardest counter to a Natalia. They should have picked the Natalia last, because is a Clint really worth a counter to Natalia? Like, your only roam that's about to go down here.
Yeah, unfortunately, and Clint, the Clint pickup was, and that's interesting too, because I mean, we already knew that the Clint pickup was coming because of that's pretty much the only counter for Wanwan, especially in the early game where she does struggle to kind of be able to kind of gold up there. But we do know we have seen them kind of like clamber up to that gold lane. It's going to be really interesting. What I'm really interested is these side lanes, because you're going to have to make the decision. Are you going to be supporting the XP lane, or are you going to be supporting the gold lane here? Because I do feel like laning, if we're talking 1v1s, I would side with the Valley for their picks here right now.
Yeah. I mean, well, what you were saying earlier, I like how you were saying with Shark, Shark's gonna have to babysit Wanwan. Like, it's essentially the Wanwan is now Shark's baby. Like, one mistake and that Natalia will be sniffing blood and taking her out. But then you also have, possibly in the early game, Natalia might be able to invade and take out Mobazane if multi-rolls is fast enough. Even Kush, like, Kush won't even step outside of the base. They smell the blood and the water right now, Private.
Yeah, unfortunately, we do see multi-rolls kind of sneaking around here. But, I mean, kind of lingering a little long there, especially because Zane, I mean, not really doing anything at mid. It is coming up top, trying to get some vision there. Guapsi is going to go ahead and be able to pick up that Lethal Wanderer. Means his rotations will probably be a little bit faster, maybe a little bit better to gank. But I mean, you're talking about a Thamus here. I mean, it's not exactly the easiest hero to go ahead and do that to. Meanwhile, at bottom, Basic doing a pretty good job, not getting too eager, just kind of hanging around, getting those last hits on the minions here. And we do see multi-rose sneaking around here. Yeah, just coming around here. Z actually might be in a little bit of trouble. But you see multi-rose come in there, is going to have to disengage, pops down that smoke screen, and is going to go ahead and get back up with the shadow in that bush.
Are you watching it off of my stream?
Oh, are you behind? I was on accident.
You're definitely behind.
Okay.
Here. I don't know if this will help you out a little bit. Hopefully
no,
you can...
I got it. I'm on mine again now.
Okay. You were just behind by a couple milliseconds. But it was tiny. I was like, what? That just happened already. Oh, we do see a big engage here.
With that spin does come down with the lethal counter, but Mobazane does go down at the hands of multi-rose here on the Natalia, and Raquel trying his best with that. A lot of damage coming down, and Kush coming in. Oh my god, another hunt popped with that smoke screen, and Guapsi coming in here after. Oh, he doesn't want to take the turtle, I guess. I guess they're gonna go ahead and change up that blue.
It looks like they made the call to back out because Natalia and Valentina were really low on HP. This is what I was saying. If Natalia can catch the Paquito, Mobazane off guard every once in a while, because Shark can't be everybody everywhere at once. He cannot be babysitting every person on the team to possibly counter that Natalia. I think that's going to allow Guapsi to secure pretty much all of the main objectives without any problems here.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it looks like he is doing just that, starting to macro up here very much, about 1,000k gold lead only in the third minute right now. So it is starting to add up. But like I said, this is how BTK likes to slow play it, get their wits about them, wait till they hit their power spikes. We do see a trio here coming down. They might be in a bad way here. Multi-Rose is going to get caught up and taken down quite quickly. Basic is going to have to be forced to disengage, and I'm not sure if this is a fight that Raquel really wants here. Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, like this is just those tight rotations by them. Unfortunately, we do have minions crashing here at the tower, but Mobizane's going to go ahead and disengage.
I mean, both teams are kind of filling the water, you know. They can't overextend too much because the Natalia is just roaming around and you can never know what to catch her. Shark's trying, but look at this. I mean, ooh, Shark could have been in deep water if he would have went into that mid lane. He cannot leave the Wanwan side here. It is like, it's Mother Shark holding her baby Shark, trying to not let her fall off into the ocean.
Yeah, he knows exactly as soon as he goes by that bush that is where Shark is going to be sitting. Doesn't want to get too close so that he doesn't give away his position. And right now, I do feel like maybe a bit of a misplay down there. I mean, once you get the kill, you cannot spend too much. Oh, no, we do see that brightness ult has been activated, and a little bit of a wide lethal counter by Guapsi there. Not able to pick up the kill onto Kush. He's going to be recovering his health now. Unfortunately, though, we do see a 10-second timer now. This turtle's going to be coming up here very soon.
Man, and look at the bottom lane. Like, they're about to steal all of the gold plating right off of Basics tower. Now they're going straight to the turtle here. Natalia is trying to get some damage, but I don't think it was just enough. Private.
Yeah, unfortunately, the turtle is going to go down to Guapsi, who's able to pick it up with that lethal counter. We do see a holy baptism over here that does get blocked here. Guapsi is on the run. Is he going to be able to get away? We do see Shark coming in there. He's trying to auto attack. Is able to take him down, unfortunately. And we have an unanswered kill for the side of BTK here. They are sitting at 2-1 right now. Oh, no, we do see Shark out a little bit of trouble here. Raquel might be have to back up here as Mobazane coming in on Rose with that knockout strike.
Raquel's in trouble right now, and the enemy's base is just going way too deep here. Can they juke him? I don't think so.
Raquel thought he was going to be taking them to Juke City, but BTK instead took a wrong turn into Pound Town for him.
Pound. We're just memeing about right now, Private. We're just memeing about. We got the baby Shark and Pound Town. This is great. We do see the Valley struggling just a little bit, and I think, when I say that,
what a nice backup by Guapsi with that lethal counter to help Multi-Rose close in the deal on Zia. So we are sitting at about 5-3 right now. Unfortunately, BTK kind of leveling up here, getting ahead, but the gold lead isn't strictly out of their hands yet.
And I mean, the Valley needs to help Basic out, man. He's just having such a hard time having to constantly be 2v1 when Natalia's trying to get picks on other people because she can't get around Shark. That's what the Raft does so well, is just sniffs out the Natalia Private. We might see a pretty big engage here. They're kind of keeping their little toes, you know. Just again, the bait and wait is happening here. Shark giving vision for the turtle. I mean, they're just he's just kiting the turtle.
Yeah, that turtle is all the way behind the little cave here. We do see a lot of damage coming onto it halfway down, but an early lethal counter, not really doing too much there. Shark does go down. Multi-Rose follows quickly behind, but Kush goes down as well. So we have a 1-for-2 trade in favor of the Valley here. Unfortunately, it does look like the turtle, no, the turtle was picked up on the side of the Valley there. So a good job by them, and they're putting on the pressure. Unfortunately, at the top lane, we do see off camera that JC was picked off by Fly Chicken there, and he's gonna go ahead and pick up that top tower.
Yeah, this is what's happening right now for the Valley, is they need to focus on gaining some of these towers, because that's the biggest gold difference right now for them. They've secured every objective. All they have to do is now push some lanes, get some lanes down, take some towers, get the gold back into your favor, and you might be able to captivate and take it on BTK. You just have to be careful. Keep farming. JC had a little bit of a tough time against Fried Chicken out there. Shark getting poked, but it's not enough here. Basic macro and stealing the gold crab out from Zia. There's good plays happening everywhere. Multi-Rose maybe sniffing out Mobazane here. Basic. Oh,
a nice little dance there by Basic to try to get away from those shots from Mobazane. But man, it's going to be hard right now. We do have 3 members here. We do see a little bit of a root there on Shark Raquel. We're not going to talk about that dash there. Just kind of slapped into the wall like oof. But not able to join in there. But for luckily enough, the BTK was disengaging, and it does look like we are setting up for a time of oh, we do see the penalty zone come out, but Brightness activated wisely by Kush, and unfortunately it's kind of an awkward stance here now. It's like, yeah, we were expecting a little bit of a that penalty zone to land, so this is kind of awkward. We do see Shark and Zia. Oh, they might get caught here. We do see that holy baptism come down. Zia taking a bunch of damage, does go down, and they were able to catch. Unfortunately, Zia and Shark kind of slipped there trying to check that bush. Kush actually might be in trouble. That Brightness ult again out there. Raquel is going to have to disengage as Guapsi is here putting on some damage. Basic is able to take down Zia and this tower now, and actually a very nice position to be in if you are the Valley.
Yeah, Mobazane did waste his retry on trying to secure the kill on Valentina. So he is without a retry here, and deep in the enemy's line gets lethal countered.
Oh my God. Yeah, lethal countered and just a lot of damage put onto him. Unfortunately, oh man, come on, Guapsi. This is all on you. There we go. He does pick up that Lord, and this is probably the first time that we have kind of seen BTK kind of on the ropes in this match. We do have a Lord kind of coming in for their base, and a little bit of an engagement here at bottom. A fight over the orange buff here, and unfortunately, a little bit of a couple of a ticklish bow of Tang there. By Zia onto Guapsi. They're just too tanky right now for that to be doing too much damage to him.
Yeah, Zia just hasn't taken off yet. We checked her items, and we can tell that she's only had 2 of her key items right now, so she's still missing a lot, but we are coming into the mid game, and this is when the Wan shines. So we'll see probably her taking off here soon. She's pretty close at securing a decent amount of her items, kind of playing around with them, but the Clint is almost online, to be honest, and then the Natalia, I would say, is getting pretty close to being online as well. The Lord, they didn't really do too much with that Lord push there like I would want them to do. They should have macroed and took out a lot of the towers versus trying to kind of just like, you know, fight.
Yeah, unfortunately, we do see a little bit of an engagement here. Their lanes are not really synced up here, unfortunately. And like you were saying, a little bit of a stall on the build as Wan picked up that dread armor instead of going full damage. Basically, a respect there for the Natalia. Definitely not wanting to get picked off on 1, because he has been getting picked off a little. 1, 2, and 3 right now on Zia. So I mean, not able to actually take off. But I think as we get further on into the late game, we're gonna start seeing him like, I mean, this is a comfort choice for him. We all know how dangerous Zia can be on this Wan, and it's terrified onto Shark. A little bit of pitter patter here, kind of thinking twice about checking that bush again, and we do see a nice macro by the side of the Valley here. Gonna be able to pick up this top tower.
And I mean, this is exactly what I was saying, is they need to macro those towers down, gain the gold lead a little bit, make sure your Natalia is really online as well as your Clint, because if that happens, you'll be able to decimate them. You do see the 4 men push into mid right now. They're doing the 1-4 comp here to possibly gain a little bit, to gain the lead back for BTK. But the problem I have is that with the Natalia pick, they just can't really get into that Lord. If they walk into the wrong bush and they face check it, it's GG for whoever is on the side of BTK.
Yeah, unfortunately, like what we're seeing right now, Tarizla, JC is going to be forced to contend with this top lane, and this is going to leave the Lord open for a 4v5 in favor of BTK. We do see them kind of splitting up here, trying to get a little bit of a flanking position around here, and JC needs to make his way back before this fight kicks off. Hopefully the Valley realizes not to take the bait here, nicely and very smartly pulling out the Lord here to make sure that this fight doesn't happen soon. And unfortunately, a little bit of a reverse here as JC is going to go ahead and push that lane, and now Thamus, Fried Chicken, is going to go ahead and have to contend it. And honestly, this is the best time to go ahead and start taking that Lord. But we do see them kind of pitter-patting around. They do know everybody is here right now. They need to make a decision here before Fried Chicken gets back, and he's already on his way back here. So we're going to have a clash here that, I mean, honestly, it's going to be a roll of the coins. We do see Zia coming in here onto Multi-Rose here, taking a lot of damage. It does get taken down there, unfortunately, and we do see JC go down to Fried Chicken. This is not looking good for the Valley here, as Raquel is going to be forced to disengage here. And man, it was a 1-for-2 trade there, as Zia was also taken down. We do see Fried Chicken coming in onto Wopsy, and Kush taken down, but basic pays for that with his life. Fried Chicken taken down with the lethal counter, and unfortunately that wall did not go down fast enough for Zayn to be able to get away. So it is a 2v1 right now.
They
and
need
I don't
to get
think
this
that they're
Lord.
gonna go. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, do you go for the Lord? You get something onto this tower? They're gonna go for the Lord here. Unfortunately, we do have Zia back up. I'm not sure how smart that this is, because Zia is definitely gonna be able to maybe outmaneuver, outplay this. Oh, okay. So we do have a 4v2 right now. So this is definitely the best time to be able to take this Lord right now. We do see kind of a little bit of poke there. They BTK deciding collectively to kind of not really push into it, and this is the second Lord for the side of the Valley. The only 2 Lords so far going over to the Valley. So we need to see something happen here. Sync up the lanes, take a tower, back up, repeat. I mean, slow and steady, but I mean, I feel like as we get later and later, it's almost like playing a boss where like they can fail, or you can fail like 1,000 times, and all you need to do is win once, and that's kind of where BTK is here. All they need is one opening, so you need to be tight on your rotations.
But that's the lane syncing that you were talking about. They're doing a really good job at it right now. The Lord, are they going to stop the Lord and not let the Luminous Lord actually crack the tower? Oh, does he make it? He doesn't crack the tower. I mean, that was a good play.
Able to. Yeah, they are going to come. Oh, Tarizla coming in the back here. Mobazane is going to have to disengage here, as we are only left at inhibitors. This is a shock right now. We do see only inhibitors left for the side of BTK, and we have 2 towers to 6 right now in favor of the Valley. This, I mean, we're seeing probably why they ban out that Balmond usually, and especially with a Nat who is able to really help with some of these pickoffs on this Wanwan.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, and we'll probably see it in the next game as the Natalia being banned, but I feel like the Balmond and the Natalia combo is kind of like they found one of the chinks into BTK's armor here, and they're capitalizing on it. Does Fried Chicken fall for the little bit of a bait here? Nope. I mean, everybody's in the mid. This is we're at almost a classic choke here. I mean, not too crazy, because everybody's around about the same gold. It's only a little bit of a difference, but BTK is not letting up. Did they steal that blue?
He sure did with that lethal counter and the retribution, able to snake that away from Zane there. And unfortunately, maybe a little bit of a test here, especially like I said, with this has been a common thing with them. They do like to try this roam. This oh my God, Kush checked the wrong bush. Gets an immediate ticket back home to the base. Oh, and unfortunately, we do see a little bit of damage coming down. MOBA Zane gets deleted.
This is not what you want, BTK. This
yeah,
could...
and unfortunately, yeah, this could be spelling doom here.
Oh my God.
Man, yeah, we are starting to sync up lanes. We still have 15 seconds on this Lord, maybe trying to pick up an inhibitor before the Lord spawn. They are going to go ahead and kind of funnel up to this. And look at the damage. So much by basic on this Clint. Like, they don't even really need to go into the tower. Oh my God, crossbow attack of Raquel's own there. But like I said, not really too much attack speed to really be an issue. But it is there. He's just there to kind of space out the rest of BTK while they pick up this Lord. And this is the third and maybe final Lord of the game for the Valley here.
Yeah, this is by far one of the best games we've seen. It's going the long haul, 18 minutes, 33 seconds. Like, we're in here, and the Area 77 has done such a good job to secure every single turtle and every Lord, and they're putting BTK on the back end. But oh, the lethal counter to steal the little bit of the scarab there. That was an interesting play here. But you gotta think. Everybody's around that top gold. I mean, it's about an 8 gold difference. The Valley probably is fully set. They're syncing lanes very well right now, and one well placed ultimate by Zia could smell the doom of the Valley and maybe turn it around. But I don't know, Private.
Yeah, we do see Basic putting on the damage. Just the sieging ability on him alone with that Clint is just unimaginable right now. One more tower left to the Valley before they have a clean and wide open base. Little bit of aggression by BTK, but I think they know that they are behind. Unfortunately, I feel like this is kind of an issue with that roaming, with that support roam that they're not. I don't see them running too often. They're producing a lot of damage there. Crossbow attack from Raquel's own, and multi-rose goes down here. This might be it for BTK as that Inferno coming out from the side of Thamus there is able to back off the rest of the Valley, unfortunately, and that might be a little the breathing room that they needed. Guapsi gonna go ahead and try to pick it up with the lethal counter, and unfortunately Zane is refused yet another purple buff.
Yeah, I mean, we can definitely see Wanwan's gonna start picking up here in a second. She still doesn't have boots and still doesn't have a full set, but Raquel might be in a little bit of a trouble here.
Oh man, look at the regen on Raquel though. Definitely
it's with
able
the
to take off all of that damage there. We do have a little bit of a standoff here. Looks like they're waiting for Guapsi, and Guapsi might be hopefully has it in mind where the rest. Oh, he's gonna be coming into this with Zia here right now. This might be the wrong place. The rest of your team is not here. This is so this is not what you want. Crossbow attack does come out, and it's going on the basic there as well too, and this is not what you want. What a mistake after such a perfectly played game so far now, and right before a Lord comes out. So now you are a 3v5 going into this Lord.
Yeah, that again, that's what I was saying. Win conditions of BTK get a well-placed ult by Wanwan, and I'm pretty sure she picked up her final item, which just makes her pop off even more. And here comes probably another ult, Private.
Yeah, we do see that immortality is active. He's not going to be getting it. Oh, he is taken down, and unfortunately, so is Zia from Multi-Rose just answering back. I do like this Natalia play here right now. Unfortunately, man, I hate continuing to talk about it, but that I feel like, unfortunately, Guapsi, man, he really thought he had the flank there and then just got caught up with the rest of his team not available. Unfortunately, we are seeing that this bottom tower is going to go down and that bottom lane is going to be left with just the inhibitors, and this mid tower goes down quite quickly. And this is what happens when you give BTK just the littlest bit of breathing room. We have minions crashing down at the bottom. Soon we will have them crashing down at mid as well. Look at the damage onto that tower. We still have a Lord to answer up at the top, unfortunately, and the inhibitor goes down. Wapsi with an early lethal counter, probably getting just a hint of desperation out of him, as we only have 2 more inhibitors left here. The whole of BTK is here trying to push into it right now. It looks like they're going to go ahead and be able to take down this Lord here, but what they need to do is kind of gather their wits about them, collect themselves. They're doing good. They're still not behind. Oh, well, they are behind now. Sorry. This is what happens when you give BTK a little bit of breathing room. So they need to kind of gather them wits about them as these minions are starting to crash in right now. I mean, it's almost a tied game here.
It is, man. Private, I can't believe that one play by Guapsi overextending and getting picked off was all BTK needed to almost clear up all of the towers. The Valley only has 2 of their base inhibitors versus BTK's 1, so we're still looking at a good game. It's going to be coming down to this last Lord. Can BTK, they're gonna stay like a well-oiled fortress together and hopefully take the Lord. If not, the Valley got that lethal counter retry and could smell a dub for the Valley here.
Yeah, unfortunately, it does look like they are trying to kind of it's going to come down to which XP laners or which split pushers can go ahead and push that lane and keep the other team busy while they go for the Lord, because then it's going to be a 4v5 fight. We do see that BTK is starting to set up for this Lord, trying to get their spacing. Oh, we do have Mobazane kind of hiding here. Now he's going to go ahead and back up, especially when you do have a Natalia. It's not very wise to kind of sit so far forward, even if you are hiding. Man, look at them all grouped up here. So right now we might be a little bit of trouble here. They're just looking for the pick, looking for the mistake by the side of the Valley here.
JC's looking like a little guppy. He's looking like he's a little fresh guppy to BTK here. They were sniffing him out, Private. They were sniffing him out.
Yeah, they definitely smelling blood here. And Kush, oh, nice little zoning out there. JC trying to check those bushes, does see that somebody is in there. We are going to start on the Lord, and they avoided the pop-up there, but now we're going to see as the teams start coming in there, start not trying to give away their position. Try checking might be in trouble here. Does take a heap of damage, and he activates that immortality, and unfortunately caught a little bit out there. Shark goes down to basic, and so follows Fried Chicken. Unfortunately, we do see the bow of Tang coming down. Unfortunately, it is now a 4v3 in favor of the Valley. Are they going to drag out this Lord? They do. Unfortunately, oh, Kush able to flicker away. He isn't. He gets taken down. Raquel actually might be in a little bit of trouble now as Mobazane lashes on. Is going to be able to finish him off. Zia is able to escape with just the tiniest bit of health here, and what could have been a oh no, God. Mobazane gets taken out, and this could be a Lord, but unfortunately, up at the bottom lane, Guapsi's going to have to attend to these minions. Oh, I don't know why we aren't going for Lord. I do. Oh, they're trying to finish. It is a 30-second timer. Yeah, they're going to try to end this. It is all on Zia. Nope. What I meant to say is that this is game over, and the Valley is going to take game 3. Zia thought for a moment that got quite quickly.
Basic just obliterated Zia there. And now the Valley bringing it to a 2-1. Dude, we are going and rumbling, Private.
It's funny. All I imagine was Zia there is like, what they don't realize is I have the element of surprise, and got destroyed by basic.
She was like, peekaboo, bam! Got hit by a truck.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, there's not really much you can do when it is a one